Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the Warhammer 40,000 Quarterly Balance Update, December 2025. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Alright, so we got some massive changes to Warhammer 40,000. Let's jump right in and take a look. 4 times each year, the Warhammer 40,000 team take a careful look at each of the factions' performance and release updates that tweak over or underperforming units to keep the game fresh and fun. The final update of 2025 is here to download, and we asked the designers who worked on it to sum up some of the most important changes that you have to look forward to. So from the Warhammer Design Studio, overall game experience is in a healthy place, with a few outlying armies being too strong. In most cases, we have just increased points and done a few points reductions for internal balance, keeping our touch light and letting players to continue to enjoy the state of the game. Alright, so just running down the factions. First off, we have the Adeptus Sororitas. We've made a number of points increases on units that have been buffed over the last few updates to represent their new power level within the game. And then we have Adeptus Custodes. Wardens are proven to be one of the most popular Adeptus Custodes infantry units, so we have reduced the points on a few of the alternative unit types to let players explore the wider range of units that Custodes have to offer. Adeptus Mechanicus. In the last update, we made some significant changes to the power of certain Adeptus Mechanicus units, intentionally not adjusting the points at the time to see how the power increase affected the army. We're happy that the units have become strong, and are increasing points on a number of them as a result to reflect the new found strength more accurately. Then we have Eldari. We have implemented targeted points increases on some of the most taken powerful units, while addressing a few rules like Star Engines now becoming Assault, Skyborn Sanctuary requiring your units to have been eligible to fight, and Fire and Fade no longer allowing you to embark. In addition, for consistency, all aspect tokens do not benefit the attached characters to match Incubi Shrine tokens. And then we have Astra Militarum. With a brand new Grizzled Company detachment, we have refrained from making any additional changes to let us see how the detachment adds new play opportunities for Astra Militarum players. Alright, then we have Black Templars. We have made some internal balance adjustments targeting some of the most taken units with points increases on the Repulsor Executioner and Castellan, while also giving additional incentive for players to take 2 of the fantastic new kits for Black Templars in the Crusade Ancient and Execrator. Then we have Blood Angels. As with the Astra Militarum, a brand new Rage Cursed Onslaught detachment is the focus for Blood Angels update. However, the Mighty Sanguinor is down 10 points. Then we have Chaos Demons. With big demons proving ever popular, we have made some adjustments to encourage players to consider all their options. There are points increases on Rodigus and rules-adjusted units Kairos, Fateweaver, and Lord of Change, and decrease on both Shalaxi Hellbane and the Keeper of Secrets. Finally, the Endless Gift has proven to be a little bit too popular, even as one of the most expensive enhancements in the game at 45 points. So we have reduced the points, but also reduced the effect from 4+ Feel No Pain to a 5+. Alright, so massive change right here with that enhancement. Going to a 5+ is definitely to feel a little bit more balanced if you're going into it, especially if your opponent is rolling really good. But that is definitely a big downgrade for the Chaos Demons and the survivability of your big gross boy. Next we have Chaos Knights. More internal balance adjustments, a points increase on Knight Despoiler to reflect the power of its option to take double guns, then decrease on the Knight Ruinator and Desecrator due to their power relationship to the other large knights. Then we have Chaos Space Marines. Overall, we are happy with the new Chaos Space Marines, and they also got a new Nightmare Hunt detachment to be excited about. So there are just a few little points adjustments otherwise. Fabius Bile is up 15 points as he's been a staple in lots of lists for some time, while the Terminator Lord and Forge Fiend get some nice drops to make them easier to field. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you. Dark Angels. Ravenwing's seen some love in this update, with the Black Knights seeing drops to both the 3 and 6-man units. Azrael is proven to be very efficient chapter master, so goes up 10 points. Then we have Death Guard. Nurgle's favored legion received significant changes in the last update as they are overperforming, and we are now happy with where they sit in the current landscape. There are only some minor adjustments to bring the Land Raider and Rodigus in line with other factions. Deathwatch. The Indomitor kill team is up 15 points to bring it in line with other choices. Drukhari. Very minor adjustments here as we are still keeping an eye on the Drukhari performance as they were the last codex to release. Emperor's Children. A few significant changes here, with the new court of the Phoenician detachment offering brand new play opportunities, in particular showing some love to Fulgrim. It's an exciting time to get the Primarch and the Emperor's Children on the tabletop. We also made some adjustments to the Rapid Evisceration detachment rule, allowing transports to benefit from the rerolls also. To accompany this, a number of point changes on the Greater Demons to match the Chaos Demons changes, as well as drops for Spawn and Demon Princes on foot. The Demon Prince with wings goes up 15 points. Grey Knights, minor points buffs on the Inceptor and Purgation squads to allow you to better support your Strike and Purifier squads. Imperial Knights, now with some data from the new codex, we have done some minor drops across the 5 big knight variants to open up some more list building choices. Leagues of Votann. As with the Imperial Knights, we've had some time to get data and have given some points drops to a number of new units to join the Leagues of Votann ranks in the latest codex. Necrons and Orcs. We are happy with where we are currently, especially since Orcs got significant changes in the last update. We have kept both factions stable to others to adjust around them. Space Marines. Only 2 rules changes for the Space Marines. The Shadowmark Talon Hunter Instincts enhancement is now limited to your movement phase, and the Terminator Assault Squad gets an updated datasheet befitting their new kit. The rest has been handled with points. Aethon Shan, Centurion Devastator squads, Vanguard Veteran squads, and brand new Victrix Honor Guards have all had points increases, with other units getting few points drops. Alright, so far all of this sounds good. Definitely happy to see them fixing the Victrix Honor Guard, and then some other minor changes. Space Wolves. The focus for the Space Wolves is a brand new detachment, Saga of the Great Wolf, which offers Space Wolves a unique way to play with the parallels with the very popular Gladius Task Force. To support this, we have also given a number of unique Space Wolves units like the Specialist Dreadnoughts minor points drops. Tau Empire. There are some internal adjustments for the Tau Empire Riptide battlesuits and Skyray gunships see a 10-point increase, while both the Breachers and Strike teams see minor drops. There's also a significant drop on the Storm Surge for those who love to include a big mech suit in their force. Thousand Suns. Big rules changes here is when you play with the Change Hosts of Deceit detachment. Your demons now benefit from the Qual of Sorcerer's Army rule. This should open up a completely new playstyle for Thousand Suns players to explore. In support of this, a number of units received some points adjustments down, while the Greater Demons have mirrored the profile and the points changes seen in Chaos Demons. Tyranids. Who doesn't love Carnifexes and Screamer Killers? Both see points drops in this update so you can field more in your games. Alright, and then we have World Eaters. Last but by no means least, World Eaters have internal adjustments like a number of other factions. Goremongers and Angron both see some nice drops, while the Lord Unjuggernaut and Slaughterbound both go up 15 points. Download your faction packs now to get the latest updates and stay up to date with the new changes. And as always, have fun playing games of Warhammer 40,000 with your mates. Alright, now we'll have the link down in the description for the downloads page, and keep in mind some of the factions will have rules changes. Those will be listed under the faction name, and then of course the Munitorum Field Manual will have all of the points changes for all of the factions, and then the actual balance Dataslate will have any changes to the overall rules. So I think for the most part, it sounds like Games Workshop has made some positive changes. It is likely that your army will be tweaked a couple of points in either direction. Some of the stronger factions will probably get toned down or get a couple of points increases. Some of the weaker factions will likely get some internal balance, maybe a couple of points decreases. The only thing I gotta say, looking at this, that just feels like it's missing is no mention or changes to the Imperial Agents. I mean, Games Workshop decided to make an Imperial Agents Codex, and then they have literally paid no attention to them since. We have had very few changes to the actual rules or points changes. It basically just feels like the Imperial Agents Codex was just a money grab to sell you the datasheets so that you could use your assassin. So it's basically just a $60 assassin tax if you want to use the app or have a physical copy of the actual rules. But I think outside of the actual Imperial Agents just being terrible and getting no love or attention, I think for the most part, Games Workshop did a good job with this. Obviously, we'll have to see how it plays out. We got a bunch of new detachments that just came out, and then of course the Dataslate as well. So once again, Warhammer 40,000 in an overall good place, and time will tell if anything needs to be further adjusted. So let me know what you think of the quarterly balance update. Did you take a look at anything in particular that you think needed some changes but didn't get them? Or anything that went up or down in points that you feel like is unjust? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.